know what my words are versus when I say, let's read from this article. Because what you're hearing is what I've researched, what I stand for, what I believe in. You're absolutely right. And Sean, people say, well, this is old mumbo jumbo. We're the 21st century. Atheists say, I don't want to hear about God. I don't believe in it. The point is the elites do, and they're using it as a science of control. Maybe it is just an archetypal, you could say to the atheist, I don't agree with this, system of primitive programming of the brain. The point is it works. It works. It's real. It's 1,000 heroes, 1,000 devils, 1,000 good guys, 1,000 bad guys. It's the hero of 1,000 faces. It is Jungian psychology, whatever you want to call it. The elites are obsessed with it. You know more of the elite than I do. They're really into the occult. I mean, I know you can't get all the way into it, but have you ever run into the Illuminati, Sean?
I'm very close to some people who have and who are involved in some level. And this is a long exploration. Frankly, it's going to take some time to elaborate. But there are, basically the eyes wide shut sex parties are real. These things take place. They do have these crystal skull type of things that they, like in the Indiana Jones film, they had the crystal skull. They have these type of skulls they set up at the parties, and they feed the energy into those skulls. There's a tremendous amount of stuff I'm actually working on in Iran, studying what's called the jinn, because that's in Islam they call them the jinn, and in the West we call them genies, right? The point is that in Quran they say the jinn were created by God in the beginning when He created angels, humans, and jinn. And in the old days, they say the jinn and the humans and angels were more interactive before the last fall, before the last flood, from Noah's flood. And after that, the jinn apparently entered a different dimension. And from here, there are positive jinn and negative jinn. There are positive jinn who actually worship God, and there are negative jinn who worship
Well, that's
Satan.
like the Nephilim in the Old Testament in Genesis and Ezekiel.
Similar, exactly, the fallen angels concept. The point is the jinn are very interesting for Freemasons because the jinn were involved in constructing Solomon's temple. King Solomon was able to command them. He had a ring of power, which is a 5-sided pentagram, which is why the pentagram symbol is key for most satanic or black magic ceremonies. You can then conjure jinn, but Solomon used them for wisdom and to command them, and basically use them to build the temple and to honor God, as opposed to what many of the Illuminati
And now you're giving out the big Mason secrets that higher level Masons are taught. Whether it's real or not, this is what 33rd degree Masons, 32 degree Masons are taught.
Yeah, and it's known outside of Masonic circles, but the point is that the idea of the Illuminati, and this is known in the West, in the East as well, in Iran, in China, people I've talked to from the mystical sects, from the Sufis and other mystical sects, know about these things. That you can make, that first of all, there's 6 dimensions of perception, which is why the Star of David, which is actually not David's star, it precedes it, it goes back to Babylon. It's very important because it shows 6 sides.
Yeah, it's the key seal. In fact, it's the seal on the ring and to command the creatures. Whether it's real or not, well, stay there. We're going to come back and talk with you on the other side. It was Solomon's key, right? And we're going to come back and discuss all this and your recognition of Islam.